Hi guys, and welcome back to Mummy Cooks Homemade. This is what we ate in a week. So we'll start off with the Chipotle turkey burger, and this was with onion jam. That's what's on top there. And I did this with some homemade wedges and homemade slaw, both of which are on the channel if you want them recipes. Next was one of my favourites. It's crispy and Granulated with creamy portobello mushroom tortellini. So nice. I do love tortellini, it's one of my favourites. And that's just some wild rocket at the side. Rocket, whatever. This was lovely. This was smoky chicken and mushroom linguine. Absolutely beautiful it was. Do recommend. Anyone wants a recipe, I'd be happy to put it underneath for you. Got a bit of a kick to it as well. Then we had some rump steak and balsamic mushrooms and spinach with some chips. That was lovely as well. And being converted to steak. Only these small pieces though that are not chewy. I don't like it when I've got to like gnaw it to death. So this was roasted pork belly. It had sausage and onion stuffing balls, roast potatoes, green beans, tender stem broccoli, carrots, and it was a fig gravy, and that was beautiful too. I'd like more meat, but then that's me with the meat. So this is takeaway for Saturday night. We did some ones, this was done on the phone, sorry. Did some on a birthday cake, so I just used the money from that. Figured why not. This is on the last frugal meals I've just put out. This is what the kids had for tea. They absolutely loved it. So this is gammon and gammon and creamy pasta. So then we get to Sunday. So Sunday, there's usually always some bread of some sort. Got to do extra these days. So I'm going to do all 6 of those plus that packet there. I'm just slicing up some new potatoes because we're going to have a salad today. I don't mind a bit of rabbit food now and again. So I'm cooking gammon today. Unsmoked gammon. So all I'm going to do is give it a rinse. Pop it into a pan, stick in some peppercorns and some bay leaves. And I'm just going to have it on the hob, simmering away for about an hour and a half for that size. So there it goes. Potatoes are not cooking. This is in the morning. So where do I go next? One of the 3 puddings I made today. Yes, you heard it right, 3 puddings. So this was just your plain vanilla cream cake. Nothing exciting. Seen me whip these out many a time. Now what am I doing? Oh yeah, I also made a quiche. You know, I do it to myself. I really do. I can't help myself. If somebody comes around for dinner, you feed them properly. It's simple as that. So I made a quiche as well. Pastry's not hard. I do it in the mixer. You can just see to the side that Asda rice pudding. So that's obviously one of the other puddings. Homemade rice pudding with nutmeg. That wasn't actually ready in time for tea, so I give half of it to father-in-law because he's a dustbin and he'll eat it, and Steve had the other half. it was mainly done with them two in mind anyway. So I use half lard, half marge, plain flour, and I always use the same recipe for my pastry, and it's my sausage pie recipe because it seems to fit with everything. It fits right for the quiche, it fits right for my pie, so I just tend to use that one and it's the best. And I added poppy seeds to this base. There we go. Here's me just trying to get a shufty on, look. There's not a chance on this God's green earth that I am doing pastry by hand. It's not going to happen. Look at me, look. Towel slung over my shoulder. It's like, come on pastry, hurry up. This needs literally maybe a tablespoon and a half of water just to bring it together for that last bit. All depends on the flour. Each batch of flour absorbs a different amount of water, so you can't say what will suit one batch or suit another. There's the pastry on the floor. That's going to go in the fridge to chill. Yeah, easy as that. Poppy seed pastry. So it's had its time in the fridge. I don't like this job either. I like to just quarter turn it instead of trying and take it from the fridge and roll it out in one go, because then you end up with it cracking and then it just starts to get on my nerves then. And it all goes wrong. So just do it a little bit at a time, stretch it out, put flour on the floor, there you go. And this is why I don't hoover before I salt dinner. Look, I got sick of it going on the floor. Roll it to the side, Gil, roll it to the side. I really cannot stand doing pastry. The whole time I'm rolling that, I'm thinking to myself, God, that's surely that's got to be enough. I think it's the faffing about side that I don't like, to be perfectly honest. The rolling out and putting it into the tub, well, dish. At this point I'm ready for it to just be baked so I can fill it. Yeah, just showing there, if you just take it, this is a well-known tip, but just take a bit of excess pastry and just use that to push it into the sides of your dish. Give it a good stabbing. Screw up a piece of parchment, throw in some baking beans. So I baked this for 25 minutes. Took the beans out and then just browned it. And I did this on gas mark 4. And I think I browned it for another 10 minutes after the beans. Filling for the quiche. So I went with smoked pork sausage, Just cut it up into chunks. And then this is cooking bacon. I think it was about 70 odd pence. But you'll see there's some really good sized chunks of bacon in this. And I only used half of this packet. Look at the size of it, look. And it doesn't taste bad just because it's cheaper. People really should give the Essentials brand a try. So that's the meat for the filling. I'm going to slice up some Tommies. And then I'll do red onion. I don't want to put any more vegetables in it because, yes, I know a fruit is, tomatoes are fruit, before anyone says anything. Because the kids are not going to eat it. They already gave me a dirty look when they found the tomatoes. I'm picking out the best ones to go on the plates and the other ones just to go in the quiche. Not that there was anything wrong with the other ones. It's just obviously if you've got it on your plate, then you want it to be the best ones out the bag. Red onion. Red onion wasn't impressive either. I had to cut around that. So the vegetables, they're getting a bit crappy. Excuse the French, but a lot of them are getting quite crappy now. And unfortunately you don't know until you've actually bought it and peeled the blooming thing. I'm just checking where I'm cutting to make sure that nobody's going to end up eating the rubbish part of it. How many times you got to look at it? I didn't realise I did that. Oh my word. That's funny. So the base is cooked. Doesn't take long. As you can see, them baking beans, well worth having. So for my dish this size, I use 5 eggs and a full carton of Elmley double cream. I'm checking, make sure no shells going in. These shells are really weak. Another thing I've noticed, no, I'm not moaning, I'm just saying. Just saying. I've noticed the shells on eggs are really weak these days. So there's the 5 eggs. Give them a good kicking. Or whisking in this case. Chuck in an Elmley. Some parsley. I run out of chives. Usually I chuck a load of chives in too. But then, sitting here, I've just realised I've got some Thai chives in the freezer I could have used. So yeah, donkey alert. This parsley, this size from Amazon, is so worth getting, guys. It lasts for ages and it's cheap as chips. So I'm going to stick some cheese on the bottom. When I get the bag open. So everything's got to be a fight in this house. And this cheese was not bad for this quiche either. Would I eat it straight out the bag? I wouldn't eat any cheese straight out the bag because I don't like the taste of it. But I don't think it's good enough quality to eat on its own. Does that make sense? But it's perfect for something like a quiche because it melts and it mixes with everything else anyway. So you see, I put the tomatoes and onions on one side And then my Amy still ended up with a bit of tomato in hers. I don't know how. But, oh well. The other half's for the girls, you see. So here's the meat. So I'm going to start with the girls' side because obviously there's nothing on there so far. Never ever did I expect my kids to like quiche. But they do. It's only a recent thing really. Quiche is so quick and easy to make. I don't see why people buy it, to be perfectly honest. It's been bothered to make it more than anything, to be honest. But usually if I do a salad and we've got people come in, then I do usually make a quiche. Just shows you put that little bit of effort in, you know. If you're not going to make an effort, then don't invite somebody round. That's the mixture, lob that on. Then all I'm going to do is, that smoked bacon and that bacon, it's got enough salt in, that's why I've not added any into the mix. In case anyone was wondering. And then I'm just going to slap some cheese on top and bake it until it's just got the slightest jiggle left in the middle. Because it'll continue cooking when it comes out anyway. It might took about 40 minutes. Gas 4 or 5, can't remember. But yeah, as easy as that. No problem. Another job done. So, the ham has been boiled. And it'll just go into the oven like that for half an hour. Oh, this is one of the other puddings. Made the kids the flapjacks. I would say these will come in handy during the week when they're back at school for pack-ups, but they're not going to last that long. So, yeah. The in-laws took some of these, half the rice pudding and some of the cake home. So, that'll keep the old guy going for a couple of days. See if the mother-in-law can get a cake in peace. I doubt it. He'll want some of that and all. It does make me laugh. So that's the quiche just come out. Little jiggle. Just showing the little butt jiggle there to you. So there you go, that's that done. Right, so the cakes have finished cooking. You know me, I like to have 3 layers. Makes it lighter. Makes it that light actually that when father-in-law's eating it, falls off his spoon and he bites the spoon. Bless him. How it missed his mouth, I'll never know. Jumped off the spoon to get away from his mouth. Next one. You can see it's just your basic old cake. Just options. My kids are tramps. I said to them, what do you want for your pudding? A little bit of flapjack with ice cream. So that's what they had. A bit of flapjack with a bit of ice cream. Tramps, I tell you. Well, I did ask him, so teach me to ask, wouldn't it? That's that. No more messing about. Straight in the fridge. Done. Calling it a day. Oh, is anybody's honey set? I mean, seriously, mine is driving me batty. I've tried sticking this in a saucepan full of hot water. Anybody got any good ways that is going to remelt this? Because, I mean, there's half a bottle of that in there. And I'm not getting rid of it. If I have to cut the bottle, I'll cut the bottle, but still. Anyway, it's really melted, look, on the gammon, but still, it's blooming annoying. So, if anyone's got any tips, without the ones I've already tried, which is sitting in hot water, and I've tried the microwave. Not with that bottle, but I've tried the microwave method. And it doesn't work. So this is going back in the oven now for 20 minutes until it's caramelised. There you go. I love that outside. It goes crispy and sweet. So yeah, just making sure I show you, because when it comes to the end, it's a quick blooming video and then I'm gone. Just showing you what's done so far. There's all the bread cooked, waiting to be buttered. I mean, don't give the old man bread with no butter. Ooh-wee. Sacrilege. So ham just come out, cooling down. So I'm making the rice pudding. You know, these packages, they say to pour in a pint of milk. But I did that, and I think the reason that mine took so long is because my milk comes straight from the fridge. Although it doesn't state to put warm or hot milk in, I think you'd be better off doing that. So I'm just doing it as per package instructions. It's not a specific recipe. And anyone who loves rice pudding, you're so much better getting the bag of rice. Look how much rice I used out of that bag. And it was less than £1. The tins are all runny and ugh. This makes a nice thick, eventually, a nice thick rice pudding. I mean, I wasn't eating this, so I put some freshly grated nutmeg on it. If I wouldn't have put the nutmeg in, I'd have put cinnamon. I do not like nutmeg, but Steve does. I wasn't sure about his dad, actually. Never asked. So, cover it up. These weird shaped dishes, you know, they're a pain in the bum for trying to get the foil to stay on. See? Oh dear. And then we have the salad, pork pie, scotch egg, sausage roll. The usual stuff you have with the salad, really, guys. And then the puddings. And that is what we had Sunday. And that was how thick the rice pudding was. This is cold. I forgot to take a picture of it, so bear in mind this is cold in a bowl. But it's set really thick. So the weekly planner is chipotle, turkey burger and chips. No, that was... Oh. He is such a donkey, you know that. That's not what we're having. That's what we've just had. Oh my word, I tell you. Some blokes. So no, we're not having any of that. Steve's a donkey, and I hope he listens to this last bit and doesn't just like put it up. I'm just going to keep talking now, so I'll leave it in. Steve, you're a wally. You should actually look what you're doing. Look what you're doing before you put up a planner. Now I know you didn't go in there and take pictures of the one I've just done. I've got 9 seconds left to moan about him. You're a Wally, you're a Wally, you're a Wally, you're a Wally, you're a Wally. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.